one, and it was almost by accident. Two brahmacharis coming from Harinam, Buddhimanta Prabhu and Premadana Prabhu. Buddhimanta Prabhu left his body there, but he was the first one and became one of the big book distributors at that time. Very wonderful devotee. He left his body in Vrindavan, although he left the movement for so much time after Prabhupada left this world, like 15 years or something like that, and he got some terminal disease, and he went to Vrindavan, and then his pure consciousness by Srila Prabhupada's grace, came back, and he died in perfect Krishna consciousness, back to Godhead. So Buddhimanta Prabhu and Premadana Prabhu, they were coming back from Harinam, and they stopped at a gas station to put some gas, and they didn't have much money, and then Buddhimanta Prabhu had the idea, well, talk to the gas attendant, would you like a book, as a payment? This Krishna, the Krishna book, and then was telling about the Krishna book, how wonderful this book is. And the attendant agreed. And they were like, oh my God, we distributed one book. So they were like completely excited and amazed, Someone took the book, and someone actually, with a value. And then they went back to the temple, and it was, break this news. And the temple president, Keshava Prabhu, was, what? Oh my God. So he sent, a letter to the GBC in charge, of that book distributor, of the temples, Karandar Prabhu. He was in charge of the temples in the West Coast, the GBC person. This happened. They distributed one book. And then Karandar Prabhu said, wow, please go on, try to keep experimenting. And then the next day, Buddhimanta Prabhu and Premadana Prabhu, let's go again now, let's go again, and they're standing in some store. They sold 2 books! And then they come back, all this excitement, and then this excitement just starts to spread. And then it's possible to distribute it. So we're going out again. And then now we're going out door to door, and by the end of the month, they were selling like 5 books a day. And then, this was going throughout the whole temples. And then, temples is here, and they distributed the books, and they're doing it in this way. And so it's time to spread out. And then, the whole effort gets crowned with Srila Prabhupada's letter. Now, imagine the disciples, they were sincerely they actually got the message from Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada was making that message clear. Book distribution is the main thing. Please assist me. I'm translating this literature for a purpose. This was his vision. Prabhupada, the same vision that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has. The same vision that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has. His same vision by books. And he was trying and trying and trying. Prabhupada was making that message. And the disciples loved Prabhupada. And the disciples appreciated what Prabhupada did for himself. And they wanted very much to assist. And when they were able to do it, it was like one book. And they, this excitement gets generated. And then all these sincere followers are starting to do that. Go out. And then comes this letter that to Keshava Prabhu. Keshava Prabhu is a temple president in San Francisco. I've been receiving so many reports about how my disciples of the San Francisco temple cannot be surpassed by anyone in distributing my books. Sometimes they are selling as many as 70 Krishna books daily. So if this is true, then certainly when I return to the US, I must come and stay in your temple. By distributing my books profusely, you are giving me great encouragement to translate, and you are helping me to fulfill the order which my Guru Maharaj gave me. So, I'm so much grateful to you, and I'm sure Krishna will bless you 1,000,000 times over for doing this work. Prabhupada has many times blessed the devotees and tell them that Krishna will bless them, but never 1,000,000 times. Devotees were hearing this. 1,000,000 times Krishna will bless me by assisting Prabhupada in this work. It became for all devotees. Everybody should go out. Everybody wanted to please Prabhupada. Everybody wanted to assist Prabhupada like that. How much dear was this Srila Prabhupada? And so book distribution took 1972 exploded. So devotees were distributing so many of the books. But the big thing that happens, probably the biggest time for distributed books was during Christmas. The first Christmas marathon, when the temples do every December, we do a Christmas marathon because people are very open during those times and they're out there spending money, shopping. So, everything is open till a long time, so the devotees take advantage of that and then sell many books. So that was discovered for the first time in 1972, and it was by the Los Angeles temple. Rameshwar Prabhu at that time, Brahmachari, he was a spiritual master at one point. He was my Guru Maharaj's sannyas. He did the initiation for my Guru Maharaj sannyas Jagya. Wonderful, amazing personality, and he manifests his amazing devotion during those times. Anyway, he was a Sankirtan leader during those times, and they one time staying very late. They were doing. Oh, I have to stop now. I finished with this. During that time, they were distributing the books very enthusiastically, and they see that things were open and keep open. So there were all different little groups here and there, and some groups decided, oh, everybody have probably returned, but as I'm returning back, I see that this big store is open and so many people is there, so we stayed. So everybody basically on their own, without no plan, they all stayed throughout the night distributing books. They distributed so many books during the 3 days of Christmas, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 22, 23, and 24, that some inconceivable amount of books were distributed, and it was something completely unplanned. And then everybody of them is thinking, everybody have come back, I will stay, so And then Rameshwar Prabhu, at that time, he did that. They distributed many books, so he came back, back to the temple, and then thinking that they were the last ones who arrived, he and his partner, and then he comes into the Prashan hall, and then see that no one is there, and say, oh, everybody must have gone to bed. And the only devotee who was there, was waiting for the devotee saying, no, actually no one has come back. And then, wow, and then when they come back, everybody starts to share, how many books is distributed. So